Well, the situation at several lower mainland food banks is growing desperate, with near record numbers of people relying on handouts to get through the holiday season. And our morning news reporter Tanya Beige is in Port Moody. Her volunteers are pleading with the public to help them out today. Tanya?
Good morning, Steve. That's right. I'm at the Share Food Bank in Port Moody. Joining me is John Wolff, who's the chair of the Share Society. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Glad to be with you.
Thanks for joining us. I wanted to show people behind you, what's behind you. These bags. Tell me about these bags, where they go, who they're for.
Well, what you see right behind you are the bags that we hand out every week to families who come and line up. And in this case, what we have are the large bag. And what that means, that's for a family of 4. And what's important to realize is that this is what a family of 4 gets every 2 weeks. So by no means are we supplying all of their food requirements for 2 weeks. We are just managing to supplement those requirements with a bag like this.
And how have you seen the need for these bags change over the past few years?
Over the past 2 years, we've had a huge increase in demand. With the economy turning down, difficult times, we had over 40% increase in that first year. This last year, the increase wasn't as big, but it's continued to grow. And then last week we had a real spike in demand again. One of the wonderful things that has happened along with that, though, is that our communities, both individuals, organizations, have all stepped up to help us meet that demand. And we've just managed to stay ahead of the demand every week over the last 2 years, which has been incredible support from the community.
You say you're facing a bit of a crisis now, though. Tell me about that.
We are. Normally, when we run the food bank, we like to have a couple of months' supply of food on hand because the donations ebb and flow over time. In the last year, we've only managed to stay at about a 2-week supply level, which is something that we have considered crisis. Now, it's gone on for a year, so we no longer refer to it as crisis per se. But last week, because we had that additional spike in demand, we exhausted even that 2-week supply, and for the first time ever, we literally ran out of food here. And that's why we're making this campaign now and focusing on this in the community.
Okay, John, thank you so much for sharing with us. Again, they are facing a crisis here. They ran out of food earlier this week. They're looking for your donations to help fill not only the bags behind me, but the Christmas hampers that go out every year to about 1,500 families in need. So anybody looking to make a donation can do that by coming by the food bank here at 2615 Clark Street. You can also go online. Their website is sharesociety.ca. You can make an online donation or visit any major grocery store in the Tri-Cities area, and they'll bring the food over here to help out. Steve, back to you.
Okay, Tanya, thanks very much for that. And we should also mention that CKNW and Gordon McDonald, who's filling in on the afternoon drive show, will be at the Save On Foods on Pine Tree in Coquitlam this afternoon from 3 until 7. And Mark is going to be there from 3 to 5, and I'm going to be there now, and so is Wesla and Caitlin as well. So we'd love you to come by this afternoon. If you can't make it in this morning to our location, we'd love to have you there this afternoon where we can try and help out the Tri-City Food Bank.
Yes, for sure. And of course, they're still accepting donations online. So just in case you can't come visit us today or can't come visit Tanya this morning, you can always go online to make a donation at the Share website.